Hey, my darling. Can I talk to you for a minute? Um, I've been struggling a lot lately with feeling like I am enough, feeling um like I matter. I One of the hardest things about um dealing with illness and genetic diseases, a lot of people don't talk about is how inadequate you feel, how unworthy you feel, or you know, um, you go through stages. Um, I've suffered personally a lot of loss throughout the years. Uh, a lot of people that I love um, are no longer present in my life because they either couldn't or wouldn't um, stand by me through my battles in these illnesses. And, that plays a huge role on your mental and your emotional well being. When you have people that you love base your worth and your value off of what you can do and what you can financially provide, it plays a major role on your mental and your emotional well being. Um, and I am at a place in my life right now where I am safe and I am very well taken care of. I am very well loved. Um, I'm very well cherished. But because of the things that I've gone through in my past, um, there's like this embedded fear. Am I doing enough? Is this person going to get tired of the fact that I can't get up every day? Um, you know, I I've been struggling a lot lately. The past couple of months, really bad, because I've gone through autoimmune flare up, and this particular flare up was really bad, and it knocked me on my butt. It put me in bed for the last couple months, and Um, I've had days where I could get up out of bed and do things around the house and do what I need to do, but for the most part, it has really knocked me on my butt, and um, it's played a major role in messing with my mental and my emotional well-being. Um, I've struggled really hard with feeling like I'm doing enough or that um, I'm worthy enough to receive the love that I have. And it's also played a major role in that fear building in the back of my mind. And um, I've been working a lot on trying to heal um, past wounds that have caused me to feel like I'm not enough. And recent events have also added to that as well. Um, and I've been having to work through things and try and figure it out and not let that fear ruin what I have present in my life now, and it's been difficult. Um, I've been trying to build my social medias for the last 5 years, and one of the biggest things that I've struggled with is that fear. Um, because I've lost so many people that I love in my life that are no longer present in my life, because they just couldn't understand or didn't want to understand, or didn't really. I've learned that, even though I loved them, they didn't love me back the same way, um, obviously, because they're no longer in my life. But when you've suffered so much loss, and that's something that not a lot of people talk about. Sorry. Um, Not a lot of people talk about the loss that you incur when you are diagnosed with genetic diseases. Um, Life kind of weeds your life out. You, over the years, I personally have lost most of my independence. I've lost my ability to drive, lost my ability to come and go as I please, by myself. I have lost the ability to work and have a career, and um, I've lost a lot of people that I loved and cared about. Um, I just, I'm sorry. I'm struggling a little bit. Um, One of the biggest things that I've struggled with is that fear. And when it comes to my social medias, I haven't been very consistent with you guys. And there's days where I'll post and I'm good. And on the days that you see me post content, it's because I'm able to get up out of bed. I'm able to do what I need to do, um, to help my loved ones and be present for my loved ones, and be present for you guys. But the biggest thing that I've been struggling with when it comes to my social media is letting all of you see what I go through, opening myself up to the rest of the world and letting them in and letting them get to know me better on a personal level, because that fear is present. The fear of loss is highly present, and over the years, it's caused me to be very reclusive and very protective about letting anyone new in, because I'm so terrified that they're gonna see the reality of my struggles and my battles, and they'll judge me for it, as others have done. And for me, the biggest part, the worst part of these illnesses isn't what they're doing to me physically. The worst part of these illnesses for me is watching what they do to the people that I love. Is a fear that is embedded into those that love me the most. Watching it destroy them, watching the helplessness when they can't. I wish that that wasn't part of it all, but it unfortunately is. That's the hardest part of these diseases for me. Um, and it's embedded with that fear because I have watched these diseases destroy people that I love. I've watched the fear that it's created for them, the panic, um, when I need to be rushed to the hospital because I'm seizing out. Or I go into cardiac arrest, which I've done multiple times over the years.
because these diseases have, my immune system has weakened my heart and other organs. Um, and that's probably the worst thing for me, is watching these illnesses destroy the people that I love. The helplessness and the fear is awful. Watching their love turn into anger and frustration because they can't do anything to fix it or make it better. And I've tried to explain multiple times, hey, there's nothing that you can do. Um, the only thing that I need from you is your love and your patience and your empathy and compassion. Um, and I've watched so many people just leave. And so when it comes to my social medias, opening myself up to the rest of the world to let them get to know me and see me and see the battles and the struggles. I'm scared to do that. And it's something that I've been really struggling with a lot. A lot. And it's affected my ability to be able to get my platform, get my pages on these social media platforms where I need them to be, to where I'm generating enough money to where I can live off of that. I am in processing for disability, which is a nightmare. I've been in processing for over 2.5 years, almost 3 now. I have, since I've lost my ability to work and have my own career, I I'm left and destitute financially. Um, Over the years, I've lost everything, pieces of myself, people that I love, my career. Um, I owned my own cleaning company, and I had to shut that down when I started displaying seizures all the time, and I couldn't function. Uh, my husband and his family at the time had me stop. And then, I built another company, and I had to sell that off, and um, to my now ex-husband and them, and I had to step down and step away. I lost my marriage. I lost everything in that, and it was really hard. I've been really, really lost over the last several years throughout this journey. And I hold on to my faith. I think my faith has got me through all of this. oh, I was really shocked when I started seeing a doctor here. And the doctor told me that patients with these genetic diseases don't usually make it to the advanced stages, because the suicide rate is really high, because the amount of physical pain that you're in. And that really scared me. And it made me take a step back and look at everything, because there's been so many times where I didn't think that I was going to be able to push through. And a lot of people don't talk about this, that have these illnesses, but when you reach the advanced stages of these illnesses, the physical pain, you're, me personally, I'm at a level 8, 10 pain wise on a daily basis. Um, and it's really hard to manage that pain. But a lot of people don't talk about this. So Your brain is to preserve your life, to survive. Um, but when your body experiences these high levels of pain for um, long, extended periods of time, um, over time, your natural instinct switches from preserving to your life to wanting to end your life because you just wants the pain to stop. Um, and so there's a real internal battle that takes place, and you have to fight your own instincts. It's like a switch that flips, and that's why suicide rate is so high in patients with these genetic diseases, um, with genetic degenerative diseases, autoimmune diseases. When your pain level gets to a level 8, level 10, and that's what you stay at every day, all day, every second of every minute of every hour of every single day, your natural instinct to preserve your life switches to wanting it to end. And then you have to fight those instincts of wanting to end your life because your body physically doesn't want to feel the pain anymore. And that's really, really scary. Really scary. It's not something that I would wish on the devil himself or my worst enemy. It is a constant mental, exhausting battle. And I think my faith has played a huge role in fighting that battle. And the love that I do have present in my life that's been constant throughout all of this. I have a handful of people that don't place my value and my worth in what's in my wallet or what I could do for them or what I could give for them. They just genuinely love me for who I am. And they see my battles and my struggles, but they see through those battles and struggles and they see me as a person. And they love me for who I am, genuinely and unconditionally. Um, but my whole purpose for making this video was to have a conversation with you about all of this, and uh, also for awareness, and also just to put out there that anyone that's battling genetic diseases and autoimmune diseases and any kind of disease, period, um, that can relate to anything that I've said, your worth and your value, no matter the amount of loss and fear that you've endured or the pain that you've endured, your worth and your value is not based on what you can do for people. It's not based on what you have in your wallet or your bank account. You matter. You're a person and you matter. And don't allow fear to stop you from growing and succeeding. It's been so hard to push past that fear and let people see me because I'm terrified of letting anyone in. I'm terrified of letting anyone see what I'm going through. I'm terrified of being judged. I'm terrified of not being worthy enough. And I'm the type that I suffer in silence. And I've been doing that for years. And I don't let people see. Because what's the point? When all I've had in my life is judgment. really from birth. When you're not accepted, when you're not genuinely loved unconditionally, it's like your brain becomes hardwired and you misplace your value and your worth. And it's not right. It's just a silent battle that a lot of us struggle with when we're not loved properly, when we're not cherished properly. One of my New Year's resolutions was to throw everything that I have into my social medias so that I can make enough money to live off of every month, so that I could help my loved ones and feel like I'm enough, or that I'm providing enough, or that I'm contributing enough. But also to kind of win that battle with the fear. So this is what I'm doing. And I follow quite a few creators online on different platforms who have been successful in creating a space for healing and giving people love and peace. A safe space, which is my whole intention with all of my social medias, is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a source of love and compassion and healing and peace for people. And that's been a huge struggle for me because, how can you be that source when you're struggling and battling in your own personal life with feeling like you're loved and wanted and needed, and not for just what's in your bank account or your wallet, but that you're genuinely unconditionally loved and wanted and needed, and your worth and your value isn't displaced. So I'm holding myself accountable, and this is the first video that's going to start that. It's ugly, the things that I have to battle through, the things that I've already battled my way through, the loss that I've endured, marriages, family, my children, my career, my independence, my freedoms, to be able to come and go and to do what I want to do, the ability to do the things that I love to do. I'm a very creative person, and I'm a very loving person, and I've lost the ability to do the things that I love to do because I'm in so much pain. So this is just me holding myself accountable. And love me, hate me, judge me. But I know that my dreams matter. And my dream is to build up my social medias not only enough to where I can live off of them and not be on disability. And I also want to make enough off my social medias so that I can finish building the company, my dream company, which is Gemini Azalea. There's like a production side to it and a product side to it, plant-based product side to it, that I really want to invest into and create and build. And I can see myself doing those things. I don't know how to get there. I think, I don't think I know the first step to that. It's getting past my fear and opening myself up to the rest of the world and sharing my story and letting everyone see what I battle with every single day. And also being a source of love and being a source of peace and giving people inspiration and strength and hope. So, I'm sorry that this video may seem to be all over the place. And quite a bit emotional. I'm sorry for that, but as I said, I'm struggling. And I'm human. And fear is very real. But you should never allow it to control your life. And I'm done allowing it to control me. I'm done being afraid of letting anyone see me or the battles that I'm in. I'm done being afraid because that fear has done nothing but hold me back. So if you're going through the same thing, I'm so sorry. But I want you to know that you've survived 100% of your worst days and you're still here and you're still fighting through it. And that's incredible. And I'm so proud of you. And I love you. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for being here. Oh, don't mind the boogers. I'm so sorry. I'm a mess. But this is real and raw. And it's very real for me. I want my social medias to be a place of love and healing. And in order for that to happen, I have to heal myself and get through the fear. I love you guys.